Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Jane, and welcome all newcomers. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, because about 40 some odd percent of you guys just aren't subscribed when you watch. There isn't a lot of people, but he who. We're going to do something different today. As you can see, there's two days left until we get content, so I'm having to scramble a little bit. I'm having to scramble, for content. So I'm going to show you guys my favorite teams to use in Dokkan. And you guys have seen this one already. That music's a bit too loud. Makes sense. I was using it to edit the other night. This is my favorite. This is not my favorite team, but it's one of my favorites. You guys have already seen this. It's basically a Cell team with support. It makes this guy hit for 3 million on every rotation minimum, and this guy's also hitting this similar or slightly lower numbers, but that makes sense. He's Rainbow. He's not. We've got this Cell. The Easy Attack Cell. Some argue that the strength is better, but I like to use them based on what event I'm going into. If I'm going to a log event, I'll bring that Cell. If I'm not, I won't. And then we've got our 3 support units, which it's pretty odd calling these guys a support unit, but they do offer support. They do offer Key 2 and 40% attack to androids, which everything on this team is androids, except for this guy, but he's also one of the support units. I need to Easy A him. That's why he's still there. He will be amazing as a support unit after the Easy A and all that, because I think, what does he get after Easy A? I can't be bothered to look up the... Also, I finally have the max team cost you need to run a full team of free-to-play LRs, but I just rarely go over like 400. Is that normal for you guys? Because it's only normal when I have like a bunch of LRs on my teams, and this is a spoiler for the second team that I like to run. I like to... Basically, how I run this team, how I run the first team is I have these two as a rotation, physical, and then I have him with the friend lead, and then these are my support, so it should have been pretty obvious. The way I like to run this team is I keep these two LRs together, the 2 anniversary LRs from year 3, which, by the way, I keep pulling this guy even though I've got him rainbowed. Angry. And then I run these two together because they link well prior to transforming, and they both have the same transformation condition, so they more than likely link well together after transforming as well, because they'll more than likely be on the same rotation. They're both 1 dupe. This Gogeta, this LR Gogeta is 2 dupes, I think. Yeah, it's 2 dupes. This is Rainbow because he's been on every fucking banner. And then I have the LR SBR Goku. I haven't gotten another copy because I've been lazy. I've been doing SBR. I know I can get it done. I've got the units to get it done, but like I just am lazy. And then we have the Frieza team, or the Cooler and Frieza team. How I like to run this is I like to run Cooler as a support unit along with this, because they're all movie bosses except for him. And he supports movie bosses, and he supports Transformation Boost, which I think they're all on. Is he on Transformation Boost? He better be. You think I know these things? Yeah, he is. And basically, this team fucks, especially in the Legendary Goku event, although these guys need to be protected a lot. He'll be fine after a while. It does well. It does well. I've gotten 1 clear, I think, with it, but that's pretty much... I only attempted like 2 or 3 times with it, which means I did lose twice, so don't... I think this is also like the lowest team cost I have. Yeah, because that's 345, that's 427. Yeah, and this is my favorite team. This here is why it's right in the middle, is my favorite team to use. It's so fun. Everything is so synergetic. You get the 18 key almost every time with the blue fusions. I know they work best linked together, but why not link them with their counterparts? Like, not their counterparts, but their basically their baby unit. and I say baby unit in like the kindest way. And basically, you can see what the rotations are: these two, and then these two. You also have every type of int on this team, which I think is a problem I have. I have a problem with having all 5 types on teams. No, this team has it. This team's missing STR. This team is missing AGL. So, this team doesn't have int on it, but hey, we're fine. We usually steamroll most shit anyway. This is when Final Trump Card as a stage comes out. I know I'm gonna have a lot of difficulty because they hit like freight train because they're supposed to. But this team is just so fun in every event that I bring them into. Dokkan events, it's really fun. Legendary Goku event was really fun. Dragon Ball History, I no-itemed a few stages with this team, and if you guys want to see something like that, I'll be happy to give it to you. And like I said, the way that I run the rotations, and I don't want to listen to the song right now. Thank you, Xeltoro, but no thank you. I'll listen to that, though. I run this Vegeta with this Gogeta and this Gogeta. Really good link set. Never struggles for key, especially with these guys floating. And I typically will just take the friend leader and float it, or if I'm feeling frisky, I'll replace one of these two with like a God dang, I wish I could talk. I'm like, my mouth's getting dry because I'm talking like continuously because I want to keep you guys' attention. Basically, I sometimes replace one of these with a support unit, one of the blue fusions, and then I just run the friend as the opposite one. That way I get even like support on every rotation, defense support, attack support. Key 3 is a really important part to me. It's also really fun to get to run him on another team because I love this unit so much. I love freaking Android 17 just a lot. He's a really fun unit. Look how much I use. Because you guys know me. I don't link level for shit. But the fact that I have like 3s, 4s, I think this is my only level 6 link that I have in the game. No, it's level 5. I've got 2 level 5 links on this Turles because I run Turles on almost any team he's applicable to. Besides, you know, I don't have him on Transformation Boost. Even though he would work really well. He would work better than that Frieza, and I could put Golden Frieza on here. Interesting. Wouldn't work on here, though. But hey, I'll write that down for later. This is a really funky team. I like to run goofy teams sometimes. This is one of those goofy teams. I don't have the Beerus, or this would be even better. I don't have the physical Beerus. I plan on buying him with coins the next time he's around, because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do the same with these LRs though, that are on the banners, because I have 15 stones and the sales in the discounts end in 2 days. Am I gonna be summoning still? Probably. Because I don't think I'm going to be too enticed by the LR that comes out. The Zamasu. He and the other Zamasu, if you active skill 1, it makes a decent rotation. These two are a decent rotation. And with any of these supports, this guy's hitting 3 million on 12 key supers. And I think with his passive active, I think he got almost to like 4.6 with support, which is wild. Would he do better with the Dokkan Fest Beerus, the newer one? Probably, because you could link those two together. And then, I don't know what would replace the Tech Beerus then, but they have pretty much the same passive, and they work really well as a rotation, especially if you have, like, Whis as support or Vados as support. It's just really good. So I think, how does this work here? What is your passive again? Okay, so it gives 20% to every one of those categories, and it does stack. And I think he's on all of those categories, besides Universe 6, of course. Yeah, I've been really unlucky, though. I've used these guys in a couple Dokkan events. He's still level 1 in links. It's weird. I also will take... This is a team that I take through Boss Rush a lot. It's really fun. And deck 6, Super Saiyan 2 / Resurrected Warriors. There's no support on this team. I'm sure you've realized. This is all damage. This is all raw damage. The only thing that's close to a support unit is this guy. He changes spheres, but I usually give him those spheres anyway. Basically, what I like to do is I like to run this Majin Vegeta and the Tech Friendly together, and then I like to run these two together, and then these guys are all damage, all hard hitting floaters. And if you get her on rotation that has this guy, she benefits. Because either she's going to collect the STR orbs in the end, or another pathway is going to be opened up by orbs changing. It's really good. And then this guy's... we don't even need to say anything about this guy. He's just amazing. And I've got him at 90%. And, of course, this Bardock, he's fantabulous. I like running him a lot, even though he fails to leave my summons. I have pulled him 8 times off the banners. Though, as somebody who didn't have him, I'm happy I do. And then we're going to lead directly into the next deck, which is Low Class Warrior / Revenge. I'm going to go ahead and discuss the rotations with you. These two are a good rotation up until you can active skill one of the Bardocks. Because if you can active skill one of the Bardocks, then you can link the two together. And that's... almost every link is active, except for like Super Saiyan, which the other one has. I don't know what it swaps out for, but that's an amazing rotation. Bardock, your Bardock, the one you active skill, is going to be hitting for like 3 million if they're both rainbowed. Easy, by the way. It's an easy 3 million. No support even on rotation. It's just a really fun... the other rotation is this guy and this guy. It's just a really fun skirmish to have the two trunks together. And then the floaters are obviously Turles. He becomes a floater after the active skill pops, and then this guy's floating around because he's a low class warrior, so you're getting another boost to him and the friend lead. And then as well, he's just a really good unit. And I think I have one dupe. I have one dupe. Basically, that's the teams I like to run in this game. These are my favorite teams. If I had to pick a favorite unit, oddly enough, it would be this Bardock now. Like, I even put a sticker on him, even though the sticker doesn't really do much for me in means of, like, aesthetic. It just sort of, like, swishes the fire wisp, and it just sort of makes the wisp look like fire, which is cool. Doesn't really do anything for the art, but, like, after using this guy a bunch, he's probably my favorite unit now. Especially seeing that Bardock's one of my favorite movie characters. I even am including minus Bardock before you guys get on my case. Another good unit you could put on here instead of this Bardock is let me filter it down. Well, no, Pure Saiyans is fine. Pure Saiyans is a fine filter. You could put this. You could put these two because they're on low class warrior. I think they're not. So actually, don't run these guys. You think they'd be on low class warrior because they're both low class. Oh well. But that is gonna be today for us. Where's that Bart? There he is. That's gonna be today. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my favorite teams. I know I enjoyed telling them to you. And yeah, I'm just gonna get the hell up out of here. Tell me if you guys want any of these teams showcased in the comments. Like I said, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Well, you can leave a like regardless. That's not gated to you being new. But yeah, let's convene here in about, I don't know, a day. See you guys in the next rotation.